Welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Sip. I am your host, Shawn, and my guest today is Scott's55. How you doing, bud?
Cooling, man. How you?
I'm good. It's a good day. It's a good day outside here in Dallas. So weather's
Beautiful,
nice. So it's
beautiful
good.
day in
It's
Tennessee, man. Yeah,
it's
definitely in the sun.
so go ahead and introduce yourself to everybody. Let everyone know who you are, what you do.
What's up, everybody? I'm Scott's55, leader of the free agency. We have a shoe store here in Chattanooga, Tennessee called Free Agency Tennessee. I am the owner. Other than that, as you can see, just an avid sneaker lover, sports fanatic, sports enthusiast, lover of music. Just a regular guy, man.
Yeah, I feel you. So how'd you? I've always been really curious because I never asked you, but like, so for those of you that don't know, we actually we met at UPS back in what I don't know 2019 or what 2018 whatever, and I always saw you wearing J's around the hub, and I was like, what is this guy doing? So and I actually popped into your store. I was right before I had left to come to Texas. You weren't in there, and I was like, "This is a cool little spot." And I always was always very curious how, like, what inspired you to get this shop going, and yeah. What inspired you to do all this stuff?
Well, I've always been in the game of sneakers, man. Since I was young, my dad was from Chicago, so avid Bulls fan, avid White Sox fan, avid Cubs fan. So back in the '90s, I'm showing my age, but when Jordan started popping, man, I would always watch, and I would always watch the games, looking at everybody's shoes, you know what I'm saying? Not just Jordans, but everybody on the court, because back then that's when Nike basketball, Nike training, everything was taking off. You had Ken Griffey Jr., Scottie Pippen, Hardaway, you know what I'm saying? And then even take it a step further, you even go to the Reebok era, AI, Frank White, Frank Thomas, my fault. But, so you just start looking at shoes, so that was just part of the culture, and I just stuck with it, and over time, I created a big collection, traveled all over the world, met a lot of people who, are now my family, you know what I'm saying? And it just came to a point to where a lot of people were looking at me for my sneakers and, my fashion culture and all that. So, essentially I just turned a passion into a profit. Chattanooga's a small town. We're the fourth largest town in Tennessee, so we're not that big. We're okay. But when it came to sneakers and stuff like that, I was one of the pioneers in the city, who had that heat. And, it just turned into it turned into a job, to I spent a lot of time in Atlanta, and that's when I kind of learned the culture. I always tell people, Chat might have raised me, but Atlanta saved me. And, I went down there and I learned the business, I learned the art of hustling, a step further. And, I brought it home and I was able to bring, some of the most sought after shoes, in the world to our city and, provide that, alternative to just regular basic shoes. So that's
Okay.
where we at today.
I got you, man. I love it, man. Yeah, I think what you're doing is awesome. I wouldn't really call myself a sneakerhead because I'm far from it, but I do enjoy shoes. I mean, as you can tell, I got the oh shit, what are these? The 13s. These are the cap and gowns over here. For those of you that are watching on YouTube, I've always liked shoes, but I'm far from a sneakerhead. But I've always really enjoyed watching your journey and stuff like that, and I thought it was super cool. So. But yeah, you said so. Let's come back to what you were just saying a second ago. You said Atlanta raised you, right? So
Atlanta saved me. Chat raised me. I've been in Chattanooga since 1996.
Okay.
When I say Atlanta saved me, so I graduated in 2005, and to take it a step back, from 2002 to now, really, that was my birthday present. I would always ask my mom, "Hey, take me to Atlanta so we can go sneaker shopping." It was always one of those things. You watched a lot of videos back in the day, the South was popping, so Atlanta was popping. And, that's what we kind of learned. We're only an hour and a half away. So, it was easy trip, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted for my birthday. Got older, senior year, we were able to drive ourselves without, my mom taking me down there and stuff like that. And, we started hitting all the sneaker spots. built a lot of relationships, learned a lot of things, as my collection grew, my love for Atlanta grew, you know what I'm saying? So it became it was, one time, I'm older now, but I would go to Atlanta 3-4 times a week, you know what I'm saying? And that's just, that's why I say when Atlanta saved me, like a lot of people I've met down there, showed me the way, created ways and showed me like, something that a small town kid wouldn't learn necessarily, you know what I'm saying? It's so much love in Atlanta. And, I took that and I kind of, just tried to bring that back to the city because everybody, it's all love down there,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it seems just based off of what I've observed, it seems like a tight knit community. I mean, am I wrong?
And,
Yeah.
it always, I was thinking about that this morning as I was getting ready. Atlanta's so big, but you always can run into your family every time you go down there. Like,
Yeah.
you always can run into your people, no matter what. Just the other day, I got caught lacking by my brother, you know what I'm saying? I really was supposed to be in and out. And I went to one of my spots, one of my partner spots called Versus ATL. And my brother Vince, he pulled up on me right there. So I was like, oh, man, I was just supposed to be in and out, but it was all good. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, you never, you always go there and it's always love. Like, you know what I'm saying? At least for me, man, you know what I'm saying? It's always a blessing. That's my therapy ride. I tell a lot of people, like, if I get on the road, I'll ride down to Atlanta, just for therapy because it's a beautiful city, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. So, I was curious to see if you knew anything about this, and I'm assuming you do. But so you have all these exclusive shoes that are in your store, and people are always looking for X, Y, and Z. Um, I was watching something the other day, and I think it was on Complex shoe. I forget exactly what it's called, but there's a Nike SB that is called the Pigeon. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, the pigeon dunk. Yeah, I know a little bit about it. Shout out to Jeff Staple. I actually had the opportunity to meet him in Cincinnati a couple years ago. Cincinnati has a store up there called Corporate. Matt, great guy, one of the greatest guys in the business. They do this thing called Bigger Than Sneakers, and I was able to go up there, and he actually hosted an event where he spoke, and it's a pretty cool guy. But yeah, that release was crazy. It was a beautiful, chaotic situation, and I think, that kind of lit the fire to where sneakers are today. It was one of, if not the main reason, but one of the main reasons, you know what I'm saying? It's just an elevation. But yeah, that was a crazy, crazy release, man. I remember, just reading about it and stuff like that. It's wild. I don't own any, staple pigeons, but yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so that brings me to my next question is let me rewind a little bit. So the Nike SB Pigeon is specific to New York City because it's just for New York City, correct?
Right.
So it's for the streets. It represents the streets and stuff like that. So have you ever thought about collabing with a sneaker and maybe designing your own shoe?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely dive in. Nike, they have this program, the Nike ID program, was now called the Nike by You program. And my best friend, he goes crazy. Actually, I got another partner go crazy, Vince, who I was talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
They go crazy in like with their designs. Those are like two of the best designers to me that I know personally. And, they kind of influenced me to actually dive in and make some. So I got a few couple one-on-one pairs already. But I would love to like make us, collab and make a sneaker, for the store, for me personally, because I think, it'd be cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's in the works. Sometimes you gotta, push the narrative and try to, just do it yourself. Can't wait on the other guys. But yeah, definitely. I'm gonna say it's coming soon because it's still on the to-do list. I don't know when, but it's definitely coming. So here in the next, maybe year or two, you'll see something free agency, Scott's 55-ish on some sneakers.
Okay. Yeah, cool. I mean, and your slogan's play by your own rules, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So You got that. You can. That's all you can do, man.
Yep,
So
yep, yep. Nobody
that's
can hold you back, man. You do what you want. You
yeah.
know, when you're in that kind of business, you don't have to answer to nobody. You make it happen the way you can make it happen, and you go from there. You know.
Yeah, I feel you. So I see that I'm assuming you're at your store in the back room, right?
No, I'm at my house. This is
Really?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is
This is
that's a
home.
lot. That's a lot of
Well,
shoes, man.
one of my homes. This is one of my homes. This is
Okay.
one of the layers. But yeah,
I literally thought you were in the back room of your store. That's
nah,
it. That's pretty tight, man. I like that.
yeah. Appreciate it, man. It's a it's a disease.
Oh, I mean, it's the same. I mean, it's the same thing for me in regards to like bourbon. Like, I love bourbon, and I'm always, you know, connecting with people in the bourbon community, and just trying out different stuff. And I'm not drinking bourbon right now, but it's a little too early for me. But I'm drinking. I'm not a big hard seltzer guy, man. But
Yeah.
this is called Happy Dad. It is.
Okay.
It's so good, and it's not even in like a hard seltzer can. It's like in a beer can. So, but it's refreshing. It's good. It's hot as hell outside, so
Yeah.
I decided to crack one of these open.
For sure, man. I'm on this Crown Royal peach tea. You know what I'm saying? They got it in the can. Uh, my wife let me get this. So I got a game. We got a basketball game after this. So I'm gonna try to drink a little light, but I'm definitely gonna, you know, pop one open. This is my first time even trying it, so I hope it's good.
Well, let everyone know if it's crap or not.
Yeah, it's decent, man. It's decent. Yeah, I like this. I like this.
Okay.
It's definitely a good Sunday brunch vibe drink. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Crown Royal Peach Tea. Shout out to my wife for letting me get in her stash. You know.
So, so your store is it's a consignment store, correct?
Yeah, yeah. Yes. It's a consignment store. Um it is. I don't like the term buy sell trade. We do buy sell trade. I like to say that my store is an experience. I feel like at this time in sneakers, you can buy sneakers anywhere. But the difference between my store and other stores is I try to create an experience for you. You can walk into my store and see stuff that you haven't seen in years. You know, and you can walk in my store and learn more than you knew when you walked in. Walking out. So yes, it's a consignment store, but I feel like it's more an experience. My goal is for free agency to be a tourist attraction for the city of Chattanooga. So yeah, that part.
Okay, I got you. So now, so if someone's coming to, I know you said you don't like it. If someone's coming to, like, I guess, trade or sell a shoe to you,
Yeah.
I'm assuming that happens often, right?
We do it. Yeah.
So, like, if someone's coming to bring a shoe to you, how do you like dictate the authenticity of, like, let's say, a Jordan?
Man. We have a great crew, and we have a great crew that knows their sneaker knowledge. They know to tell real from fake. We actually just started a little program where you can come and get your stuff authenticated, because replicas and fakes are at an all-time high right now, which they've been at an all-time high, with your little SpongeBob Jordans, your see-through Jordans, your Gucci Jordans from back in the day. But now, you're at the point to where they're making the good stuff just as good as the official good stuff. You know what I'm saying? So back then it used to be where you can tell. Now it's like so hard. I had a pair come through the store the other day and it was just unbelievable, but we did find it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we found out that it was fake and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, we're able to tell, man, because the thing about our story is we got a lot of stuff. Like, we got a lot of stuff, so it's gonna be a lot harder to get stuff past us when we got the same shoe in the store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, yeah, but we definitely, like I said, we on top of our game.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I like that. So, whenever I came into your store, that was I want to say that's the first time I've been into a store like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it was, and because I was always going to, like, Foot Locker, Foot Action, Finish Line, stores like that. But there's just something very unique about what you have going on, and I like that. And I was just telling you earlier before we hopped on, I'd stopped over at this spot here in Dallas, Texas. It's like a mile down the road from my house. It's called the Laboratory.
Mhm.
It was a huge store. It just reminded me of what you got going on, and yeah, man, it's pretty cool. So, but
Dallas stores are crazy, man. Everything's big in Texas. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I definitely can only imagine it. I'm gonna have to get out there and check it out. But yeah, I can only imagine how big that store is and all the things that they got in there. It's I try, when I go places now, I always look at how we can better our brand, you know what I'm saying, in our store. So definitely want to come out there and check that out and see what's
yeah,
going on.
yeah. I got you. So, how do you like? Let's say you have a sneaker drop coming,
Hmm.
and normally, you'd see people line up at whatever store waiting for hours for a specific shoe. So, like, do you have like sneaker drops that you would do, and like people would like wait outside your store, or how does that stuff work?
Now, because due to COVID and how limited product is now, you know, we get lucky and have people come out our stores. That is something I kind of want to do more, dropping, but really essentially the way our store, a consignment store really works. It comes in, it gets gone. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I am thankful for the clientele that we do have. We have a lot of people who shop with us on the regular. So, you know what I'm saying? We do, when we get them in, they're always guaranteed to pull up. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, Saturdays are pretty crazy. Fridays are pretty crazy. We get, people come in looking for the newest and latest and greatest and stuff like that. Definitely when I do my shoe, when we do the free agency shoe one day, we'd love to see a nice little line outside and go from there.
yeah, that'd be sick, man. I definitely once you do drop that, I'm gonna have to buy a pair of those, and I still need to actually buy a pair of shoes from you in general, because um,
Well, you got
yeah,
the merch, so that's a start, man. Shout out to you.
yeah.
I'm glad that pack got to you in time.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I got here pretty quick. I was pretty happy. I'm wearing this long sleeve. It's hot as fuck in
Oh,
Texas right now. So,
yeah, you're a real
uh,
one. But I
uh,
love that designed it. All the designs for free agency merch is in-house designs. So yeah, the shirt you actually has on, that's the I guess I can say our skyline of the bridge that we have here in Chattanooga. So it's that's one of my favorite designs that I've done thus far.
yeah, I saw that and I realized it was Chattanooga, and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm snagging that one. So I
yeah.
like that. So,
That's what
but
you
yeah,
for the city.
yes. So I was thinking, like, what? So you got all these exclusive shoes, all these very highly coveted shoes that you got coming through the store.
Mhm.
We'll just say if you had to pick one shoe, I'm sure that's probably going to be kind of hard because you probably have maybe more than one that you really like. Like, obviously, looking behind you, um, if you had to pick one shoe that you could either, that's the only shoe that you could have, or if you're looking for a shoe that you haven't been able to get, what would it be?
um, I need. Let me give you two. Air Yeezy One Blinks, Air Yeezy Two Red Octobers. The Nike,
Okay.
obviously. Those are
Yeah.
I need those two shoes. That's what's on the if I had to sacrifice everything to get those shoes, that would be it.
Okay. I
Those
got
are
you.
my two highly sought after bucket list situations. I contemplate every day getting rid of half of this just to finish the job. Um, my guy Miles, he just completed the quest. He got his pairs. Shout out to him. One of my biggest influences, thus far. But yeah, those two pair are on my list, and one day we're gonna have them. One day
I
we're
mean,
gonna.
so if you actually got a pair of Red Octobers, how much would you pay for those? Because I know exactly what shoe you're talking about.
I mean, it just depends on where I'm at in life. Maybe one day I'll make it big. Maybe this podcast can get me a nice big deal to where I can ship out a nice little, because right now they're going for like 30,000.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
you feel me? So it's I wish I knew what I know now back then. I'd have spent, because I used to see him for 5K, but yeah, the last 2 years stuff has been going crazy. But yeah, hey, maybe one day, you know what I'm saying? I'm at a point in life to where I can share that out. I always dream of being able to go on sneaker shopping, with Complex, Jola Puma, and those two shoes are like, that's whatever is, there. Them the only two shoes I'm buying. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll never know, man. Maybe we get a little deal, a little acting gig, a little, get a little rapper's deal or something. We're trying to figure it out. Once we get to the bag, though, that's definitely the first two shoes that I'm copping. So yeah.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine paying that much for a pair of shoes, and it makes me think about my collection with my bourbon is like, it's you got these bottles that are like $5,000, $10,000.
Oh yeah, what's the most you spent on bourbon before?
Say what?
What's the most you spent on a bottle of bourbon?
So my most expensive bottle is actually probably going to be this one right here. That's a Kentucky Owl. It's a straight rye whiskey. So rye whiskey is a little bit more like got like a cool mint taste to it. I'm not sure if you're really into whiskey or not, but I probably paid about $300 for that. And this specific bottle is called the Last Rye Batch, and it's like so the master distiller for this company did his last rye batch. So that's his last bottle that he ever was going to make from this company. So they said adios, I'm done. So that is super good. That's probably my second favorite pour of whiskey I've ever had in my life. There's so much stuff to try out there, but I don't know if you ever heard of Pappy Van Winkle or not, but it's a Buffalo Trace product. And it's, this is like a highly coveted bottle. And I tried some a couple of weeks ago with, me and my girl went out to this nice little spot, and I tried it and I was like, it's good, but I'm not going to be paying $2,000, $3,000, $10,000 for this bottle. I just can't justify paying that much unless if it doesn't instantly get me hammered, I don't want it. So
I didn't know, I learned, I want to say maybe a year or two ago, I actually was at work at UPS, and a guy had told me, he was showing me how much liquors, certain liquors can go for. I thought it was, it was pretty crazy. Because it's just, I guess I look at it, yeah, it's a lot of money in shoes, but, these shoes can last you, 5, 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But just, a drink, it's dang, you drink that, it's gone. What I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you gotta think of the time that was spent behind that specific bottle. This specific bottle took 10 years to be able to make, because they have to age in barrels and all that stuff. But I'm still learning. I'm super green behind the ears when it comes to all this stuff. I just enjoy drinking it. So, but yeah. So I want to come back to what you were saying a second ago. I know you were kind of just saying it jokingly, or maybe you weren't. I don't know, but you were saying maybe getting a rapping deal or something like that. So I noticed you got some people coming into your store. I just noticed Bun B just hopped in the other day, and I think you connect with Trinidad James quite a bit as well. So
me and Nick, we actually used to camp out together, man. So shout out to Trinidad James, man. Super proud of that guy. So we used to actually be in line together down in Atlanta, so yeah. It's that's what I'm saying, with Atlanta, man, it's just beautiful, bro. I'm thankful. I wouldn't be the man I am without Atlanta and the people I've met within there, the people who I still meet. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go there, it's a new connection, and it's just beautiful. I'm thankful, very thankful, for the city, the way it accepts me. I'm thankful for Chat too, but Atlanta is just it's just different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, man, for sure.
Yeah, so yeah, Trinidad, that's my guy. We had Isaiah Rashad. Bun B came in, that was a beautiful thing. When Zay came in, he blessed us, that was a beautiful thing. Kareem Orr plays just a Super Bowl champion. He comes in. JoJo Tillery. Be on the lookout for JoJo Tillery because he's up and coming. He just signed a deal with the Birmingham Stallions and the USFL. That league starts this month. Avid shopper, close friend, like good friend of mine. Yeah, it's a lot of people that come in there. It's a beautiful thing, you know. So yeah, we got more, you know. It's a lot of love that goes around, you know,
Yeah.
city up and down the highway, you know, even from here to Nashville. Shout out to my guy Josh Henley, you know, he brings, you know, he comes through, you know, he shops. He's a big piece to the puzzle, you know.
I
So
I know who Josh is.
yeah.
I went to school with him at Lee. He played
Oh
basketball over
yeah,
there.
that's my guy, bro. Like, yeah, Josh is my guy, man. So yeah. Yeah, so you know, it's gonna be like that for a minute because you know, it's just always like it's a family ties, you know? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, and I know we don't know each other very well, but I'm
Yeah.
super proud of what you're doing.
And I appreciate it.
I think it's super dope. I love it. You know,
Yeah.
keep doing what you're doing, and you know, live by your slogan, play by your own rules, man.
Yeah.
You
And
just keep.
nobody, you know, nobody can stop you for real. Like, you know, nobody can stop you but you. You know, that slogan came from I used to be a assistant manager at Foot Action for 4 years. And, you know, we had a great impact on the city. I'll say like, you know, like that's why I say like me, I was under my guy, Rich Brown, you know, he was my manager, and me and him was really Scotty and Pippen, you know, when it came to providing you know, the city of Chattanooga with sneakers, you know, and you know, I'm proud of him too because you know he blew up, like you know what I'm saying. He's doing his thing, and I'm doing my thing. It was just like you know, everybody always asked me once I left from over there. You know, I really ain't leave. Indirectly, I got forced out, but it was for the better. But yeah, so like after that, you know, everybody would ask me like, "Hey, where you working at now?" I'm just like, "I'm a free agent." You know, that's really what a name came from. You know,
Okay.
besides that, and my love for sports management, you know, and just the whole aspect, you know, it was just like, "Hey, I don't belong to anybody. Like, you know, I do what I want. You know, I play by my own rules." That's really where the slogan came from. You know, so me and my guy, 23 Penny, we got together. You know, that's my business partner, and we created free agency, and that's what we at today.
I did not know you were connected with him. I actually heard about him through. There's this guy. He's pretty big time in the bodybuilding industry, and he's always trying to get the next best thing when it comes to shoes. And
Yeah.
I always see him. I think he was. I don't know. I was on his page or something randomly, and I saw that he was like either reposting or liking his stuff, and I was like,
Yeah.
okay. And then yeah, that's cool, man. I like that.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. I'm very thankful for him, because I mean he really, you know, he pushed me to and helped me to, you know, even do this. You know, I wouldn't be here without him for real. You know, that's one of my guys. Um, definitely baby bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to 23 Penny, man. You know, it's been a beautiful journey. You know, and I just keep it moving, man. We keep going forward, you know.
Cool, man.
Mm.
Well, hey, I think this is a good time to end it. I know you got stuff to do, so hey, I appreciate you getting on here, man. I love what you're doing, and I'll definitely keep a lookout for the shoe drop. So
Definitely, man. Shoe
yeah.
drops, merch drops, collaborations, everything. It's all coming. You know, y'all can catch us on the Instagram, Free Agency TN. Mine is Scott's55. You know what I'm saying? You can always catch us on there doing our thing. You know, feel free to DM us. You're looking for some shoes, we ship, you know, all that jazz.
Cool, man. Well, hey, everybody, until next time, y'all have a good one. Peace.